5 years after Matthew McConaughey was in another movie based on a true event that was about this like crazy like crime story. 5 years later, he's another story based off true events in a crazy crime story. I would give you guys my really shitty Matthew McConaughey impression, but I can't do it. I'm sorry. So I'm here to review White Boy Rick, which is a new movie based off a true story starring Matthew McConaughey and Richie Merritt as a titular White Boy Rick, I think is how you say his name, and Jennifer Jason Leigh and some other cool people. As it's a real life story about Rick Warsh and his dad. They live in Detroit in the 80s, in the height of the war on drugs, and they're hustlers. And White Boy Rick is, becomes the youngest, kingpin and hustler in American history. Seeing the buzz and the cast for this film, I was honestly really excited for White Boy Rick. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I like Matthew McConaughey. He's a great actor. This guy has just been he's everywhere. He's in freaking car commercials too with his signature voice. You can't escape Matthew McConaughey. He's everywhere. And I think definitely one thing, the best thing that this movie does is the performances in the cast. All the characters work very well together because, it's a movie based off a true event. You gotta, get the characters right. Otherwise, it's just gonna fall apart drastically and stir up a lot of controversy. And I thought, the performances were gritty. They were enthralling. You actually, of course, it's a movie based on a true story, so you know what the ending is gonna be if you follow the true story, but you actually connected them and, almost root for them. And R.J. Cyler is in this movie as well. He's only in a smaller role, a minor. He plays a minor character in this movie, but he's also Blue Ranger in the Power Rangers movie that came out last year. So I'm really happy his career is growing because I love when young actors get their big break and their career just expands from there. It's been happening a lot lately. I'm very grateful for that. I will say, we've been getting a whole slew of these kind of movies in recent years. I've noticed, The Wolf of Wall Street started a trend in 2013. That was based off a true story with Jordan Belfort and how he made millions upon millions of dollars by doing really crazy and illegal things. Yeah, ever since War Dogs in 2016, that trend has been continuing ever since. Last year we got a freaking American Made with Tom Cruise, and this year in 2018 we have White Boy Rick. But White Boy Rick stands out from the crowd because it's about a kid. The youngest kingpin in American history, or youngest hustler, or whatever you want to call him, bustling drugs and and guns and doing crazy stuff like that. I will say that one thing that this film definitely falters in is that it didn't completely live up to the hype. I saw, the trailers made it seem like, oh, this is so crazy that this 15-year-old guy was selling drugs and weapons to people, and oh my goodness, the reviews were saying you had to see it in order to believe it. I didn't really get that super overwhelming feeling while watching White Boy Rick. I was not bored, okay? The performances were great, the script was very sharp, the dialogue was good, the film was executed properly, and I was definitely engaged to the very end, okay? This film definitely succeeded in doing that. And yeah, there were moments where I was just like, whoa, that just happened. Yeah, there were those kind of moments, but it wasn't that jaw-dropping, oh my goodness, what is happening? No, I didn't really get that. And honestly, I'm not gonna really rip on this film for not living up to all the expectations, because expectation versus reality, your expectations aren't gonna be met. That's all there is to it. You can't just walk into a film, expecting cinematic 10 out of 10 gold every time. You gotta just walk in and just expect, to tell the true story justice. And I'm assuming this film did a good job of doing so. I really hope it did, because this is definitely unique. This teenager is being a drug dealer. It's a very unique take. And Richie Merritt, who plays White Boy Rick, again, this is his big break. I don't know how old he is. I didn't really look up or anything like that, but I hope his career grows from here. This is September. It's September, October, November, December. We're in the last third of the year. Get ready for Oscar contenders, guys. I'm afraid that White Boy Rick, I mean, it's probably not gonna get nominated for something, but hey, at least you tried. So White Boy Rick didn't live up to all its hype, but all in all, I will say I was definitely engaged with this film. I got a sharp script, good performances all around, and yeah, I was engaged. So I'm gonna give White Boy Rick a 7 out of 10 stars. it is a likable film. I took a bio exam this morning. It's like you look at your report card, it's like, oh no, what's happened? So yeah, all the crazy films based on true stories that have come out in the past like few years, like, which one's your favorite? I mean, The Wolf of Wall Street for me. I have way too much sentimental value on that movie. That movie is a classic. Oh my gosh, it's turning 5 years old this December. That's insane. But yeah, thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you all have a fantastic night. And yeah, please subscribe.